we go.
Here we go.
I haven't done a podcast in a while. I don't know, maybe a bit rusty.
Testing.
Freaking longest wire in the world. There we go.
Testing. Oh, wow.
Okay, ready? 3, 2,
I was
1.
already...
Oh, you were on?
I didn't know it was already
you were
going.
saying testing on the...
Oh, okay.
Okay, ready? And go. All right, welcome back.
Hey,
Inside
guys.
the Mind of Thursdays, episode 10. We got a little whiteboard here. I don't think you can even see it on the screen. But we have a real guest, finally. Jake is back in town.
What's up, guys?
So we have someone to speak to that's not myself. If you see a little cat running around, that is A-Train. He is the new member of the family. He's over there biting a wire. But, so with this episode, Jake, I have, like last time Jake came on, I had like a whole set of questions. I had a whole set of like things that I wanted Jake's insight on, but now we got those insights, and now I have nothing. So we're going to just kind of go with the flow. I have a couple topics that I'm just curious about. We really got to, A-Train, go do something else. Go in there and stop distracting us. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
He needs to do something. Anyway, we'll ignore him. He's going to, eventually something will fall, and then we'll address it then. But anyway, so Jake, tell us about your summer. What have you been up to?
It was good. I was in Colorado for 2 months. That was cool.
Why did I think it was Utah?
Yeah, no, it was Colorado.
Okay.
It was cool. Worked at a camp. Yeah, it was a good time. It was nice weather. So.
Did it snow ever?
Yeah, it snowed.
Really?
When we were.
I was expecting you to say no.
Well, when I drove up, it was snowing, and then it was like snowy like for like the next like 4 or 5 days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, it was cool.
Is it like, I feel like Texas is like the only state that doesn't, I may be stupid. I may just be ignorant. Like, it's just like never, like winters don't exist here.
Yeah, I mean, really, like besides here, like
I guess Lubbock does
kind of like
exist. Is it really just like really deep south?
Yeah. I mean, here we have winter. I
Because
feel
like,
like.
even Oklahoma has like real winters.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I always thought it was like all of Texas, Oklahoma, like Louisiana, but it's literally just South Louisiana, South Texas, Florida.
Yeah, like
That's
it's
it.
no winter. Yeah.
Even, does California get winter? I guess South California.
I don't think a lot. I think the weather's bless you. The weather's pretty consistent there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I like Lubbock, because I like winter. I like it being cold, but it's like a real, Lubbock has a real weather arc. Like it's hot, and then it gets a little colder in fall, and then it gets freezing in like January, and then it kind of goes back.
You get the real seasons.
You get the real seasons. In Austin, it's like hot,
yeah,
and then hot again.
Yeah.
So, Lubbock isn't the worst place on earth. But I was thinking, since I was playing the college football game, I was like, if you like don't live in Texas or like Oklahoma, do you even know Texas Tech exists?
I think Tech is like, from what I've heard, from what people I talked to, people that were out of state, like at camp, that were working camp with me, they knew what Tech was, but it was more like a vague, like they knew exactly what UT was, exactly what A&M was.
They just kind of like
they
us,
have probably heard of it like once or twice.
Yeah,
like seen it on, could we get like what, like 1 or 2 like big slots, like big games a year. They're televised.
So it's like Texas Tech for them is like, fuck.
It's almost like even in a sense, even like Wyoming. No, not as bad as that. But like a Michigan State kind of vibe. Like close. Even probably a little less than Michigan. In Michigan State's like a 6 or 7 on like the scale of like
knowledge
of like people know them.
Like they probably couldn't tell us our mascot.
Oh, not at all. Yeah.
So it's like they know the name, they know it's a real college, but they're like, I have no idea where it is.
Yeah,
what
for
it
sure.
is good
no,
at.
No mascot. That's the
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Do you think it'll ever get to like a point where it's like?
No, I don't think so, man. Cool. Which we're already big, but I just think like only people from Texas go. Like a couple people that aren't from Texas go here, but like,
why do you
it's
think
such a big Texas college.
Do you think it's just because Texas is just such a big state
that
it's like there's so many better places to go?
Yeah,
that it's never gonna catch up.
Well, it's also we like are objectively in the worst part of Texas. And so like no one wants to come here because it's like it's horrible.
That's true.
Which is like fair.
Being here in the summer by myself, well, I guess Ella's here, but like without like more than like 3 people to see, I've really realized that like we joke that there's nothing to do, But dude,
there's really nothing to do.
I am so
Yeah.
ready to just go and eat with people
Yeah.
and like go and do stupid things. Because whenever you're here by yourself and you're just in your like, there's actually
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like fun.
Yeah.
It's just so boring.
Yeah. It's really boring. It's really boring, man.
But it's not bad though. Like this is how I see it. Like I think at this point right now today I'm at my limit. Like I'm ready for people to come back. Like if this lasted another month, I'd probably go back home because I
Yeah.
just couldn't be here
Yeah.
by myself. But for the first like 2 months, it was like really enjoyable because it was like there's not
Yeah.
really distractions, and there he goes.
And you
So-
had school.
Yeah,
You had
and
school
I
too.
guess, but like
Yeah.
even that was only a month.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like I think when was that? July? No, June. June was probably like where I was like, this isn't bad because there's no distractions. You don't really get distracted by like traffic or whatever you get
Yeah.
distracted in big cities. Kind of just like you do your stuff you're supposed to do, and then you kind of just hang out. And it's good for a while. Like I think the first month and a half I was really enjoying it, and then it kind of just was like, oh my
Yeah.
god! Like once I got out of like my routines of doing things, and I was just like here by myself, I was like, fuck, this
Yeah.
is terrible. So, hindsight, looking forward in the future, we probably won't be here that time next year. So I have to really think. I'm like, dude, do I even want to fucking? I can't be here another summer.
Yeah.
If I'm like, dude, yeah, but I mean, it just depends.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because like I don't hate it. Because I'm like I just it's
either.
I don't know.
But it's like I think doing it again. Like I think my
Yeah.
one summer here was fun. I had fun.
Yeah.
But I think next summer, unless like people stay up here,
Yeah.
like unless like people that I like, Michael and Ryan and them stay up here,
Yeah.
it'd be kind of really hard to convince me to kind of stay here. I'd probably go month on, month off.
Yeah.
Probably like month here, month in Austin, kind of
Yeah.
alternate. Because being here the whole time,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
there's nothing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be up here next summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, then never mind. We'll take it all back.
I'll be-
Fuck. Then
Yeah.
scrap that
I'll
whole.
be up here the whole summer.
Well, then fuck.
Probably. Yeah. So.
Are we staying in this house, or you think we had to move out before?
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see.
If you had to guesstimate,
If I had to guesstimate,
do you think we'll have the summer and then we gotta skedaddle?
probably maybe before that.
Really, like
Yeah.
end of semester May,
Maybe.
skedaddle on out.
Yeah, probably.
Where are you gonna stay?
I don't know.
You're not even. You're just
I
like
don't know.
when the time comes,
Yeah.
the time comes.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think our lease is like a year long.
I agree. I think it's
every
still-
August. It's like every August we sign a year long lease. So I guess maybe it would be through the summer.
It'd probably be the summer,
then they'd be like, hey,
probably the next because Luke won't be here
Yeah.
next semester.
Yeah.
Or I guess this time next year. What a sad
I
time.
know.
Let's reminisce, Jake. Let's just reminisce. Let's make this a reminisce podcast. We'll just talk about it. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy, man.
How long have you been here? A year? 2 years? You've been here a year longer than me. No, a semester longer than me.
Yeah.
So you've been here 2 years. I've been here a year and a half. That's insane.
Yeah.
I think back to like our freshman year, and it seems like not that long ago.
Yeah.
It seems like I was in the dorms like last year, but it's about to be 2 years
Yeah, man.
because we've been in this house a year. And
Yeah,
that
which is
doesn't
crazy.
feel like it feels like we've been in this
Yeah.
house for
like two
ever.
couple. Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least 2 years we've been in this
Yeah.
house, but we've been here for a year.
Yeah.
About to be a year in like a month.
Yeah. Feels
Isn't that
like
crazy?
super long. Yeah, I don't know.
Because
That's
I don't
crazy.
even remember like moving in. Like I do, like I do remember moving in. Like I remember like painting my walls, and I remember
Yeah,
like
I remember
moving
painting
in,
walls.
but I don't remember like. It's weird because I don't remember moving. Like I do, but I don't at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I kind of just always like in Lubbock. I'm just like I haven't been here,
Sure.
but it's
Yeah.
like weird because it's only been a year.
Yeah.
And like
Well,
with
I
the
fe- I
Pebbles,
fe-
only a year.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the dorms are like almost like it didn't even happen. It's like I've
No,
just
the
always
dorms
been.
weren't
It's like I've
real.
just always been in this house. you
No, the
know?
dorms like. That's true. The dorms like didn't suck, but they were also like not real either.
Yeah.
Well, your dorm sucked. Jake's dorm sucked.
My dorm was awful.
Jake's
man.
dorm was not fun. Are you okay with me telling the Buffalo Wild Wings story on the podcast? Remember?
Oh yeah, you can tell. That's funny. Yeah, you can tell
So
that.
Jake's roommates were not the best roommates. I don't know them personally. I don't know them at all. I've never met them. But from what I've heard, they were not the best roommates, like cleaning wise. Like the dog would poop everywhere, like dishes, all that kind of stuff. So I think we were talking about this at Buffalo. Like it was me, Jason, George, Ian, Jake, and then maybe Luke. Luke was probably
I
there.
think Luke was there.
And we were talking about because Jason didn't know about Jake's roommates before, so I was like, Jake, you gotta tell them. And then he was like telling the story, and 5 minutes later, one of his roommates who worked
Yeah.
at Buffalo Wild Wings comes up. It's like, Jake,
Yeah.
dude, how you been? Man, I used to be a whole roommate to Jake, and I think that was oh
That was so funny.
my God.
Really, everyone at the table was just like,
I mean, I don't know how. I think Luke let out a little chuckle,
Yeah.
but I don't know how we didn't just because it was like
Yeah, that was crazy.
that was the worst timing. But
Yeah, that was the worst timing. That
I
was
would
really funny.
like to think we have a good roommate dynamic
Oh, we do. I think we really do.
because
Yeah.
no offense to women that are watching this, I'm just generalizing. The only two girls that I've known in Lubbock that have lived together, like Madison, Lauren, and Caitlin, and then like Ella and her roommates, they have the same issues.
Really?
It's over the same stuff. It's
Yeah.
like dishes, or it's like the heat, it's like the temperature,
Yeah.
or it's like the parking, or something stupid. And then I'm like thinking, and I'm like, she's like, what happens whenever you and Jake and Luke argue? And I'm like, I don't think we've ever had a disagreement
not one time.
once.
Yeah.
But I'm like thinking, and I'm like, I don't like. Is that just because we don't care?
I mean, there's probably a bit of both of like we just don't really care that much, and it's also probably like I don't know. I don't know. I think we're all pretty like if there was something, we'd totally be okay telling each other.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
just don't think that I think the things that they care about is just more.
Yeah. It's also
just like-
we have living in a house. I think makes it
Way easier.
Easier.
I mean,
to not
they
have
live in a house.
disagreements. Oh,
They live
never
in a
mind.
house.
How many girls though?
It's 3.
Oh,
Three,
dang,
yeah,
man. That's
it's-
crazy. 3 and they're getting into
Yeah, they're getting
arguments.
into it. But I think what I've kind of deduced it to is like with us, our house is big enough to where it's like for one, we're separated enough to where it's like we don't have to be on top of each other all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
2, like we're not clean. Let's not put that out there. We're not clean. Like we're not the
Yeah.
cleanest people, but we're also not like dirty. Like
Yeah,
if something needs to be clean, like we'll clean it.
Yeah.
It's not like we're dirty, but also I think our level of like cleanliness is way lower than most
That's
people's.
fair. Yeah.
And I think we're all like that. I mean, at least I'm like that. Like, I mean, I like a clean house, but also I'm like, okay, if it's like a week and it's kind of just like
Yeah.
dirty.
I feel like every week is like we probably do like we clean every surface like once a week.
Yes.
I feel like it could be at different times.
but
it
something
gets
is clean at one. Like it's either the
at-
living
yeah.
room's clean and the kitchen's dirty, or the kitchen's dirty,
Yeah.
or like the kitchen's clean and the living room's dirty.
Yeah.
But I think it's also just
Yeah.
we're also not. We don't care who does what. Like I think that's a big thing when people
Sure.
live with each
Yeah.
other. It's like this expectation of like, oh, Jake always takes out the trash. Why is the trash not being taken out?
Yeah.
It's like no,
Yeah.
it's just.
It's like no, we
It's like we just kind of all do it as
fair,
one unit,
fair. Yeah.
which I think is big. But
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm gonna live next year. If I'm not living here,
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
it's
I know.
well because I'm thinking about I graduate in 26, so I'd literally have to be here an extra year. I guess I could speed it up. Really, I could just take summer classes, but like
Yeah.
I'm not really trying. I'm not like Luke and you where I'm not like really trying to speed it up.
That's fair.
I'm kind of just
Yeah.
like, what do I have after this?
Yeah.
Like I don't really have like a set thing. Also, I don't even know where I want to move after this. I know I don't want to stay here. No offense to Lubbock. No offense to the Lubbock people that live here and love it. I don't.
Why
It's
not?
true.
Why couldn't you live here?
By myself, I just kind of realized that I want to do more things than what
Sure.
Lubbock offers.
Yeah.
Like I think there's just
Like what? What are you looking for in a place?
just like an opportunity to go do things different than just
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like here is like the definition of it. You can just get stuck into doing
Yeah.
something you don't want to do here. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's not enough opportunities to where it's like even like looking for a job, like even though it's not like your career, you're gonna probably get stuck in being like a waitress or
Yeah.
being stuck in like a retail. But I feel like not just using Austin because that's the only other place I've lived. It's just like there's more opportunity to find something you enjoy, and it's just the people are more like there's a lot of older people here, and it's a lot of like
Yeah.
very southern respect, very southerner like
that's fair.
families and all that kind of stuff. And it's just I think I don't want to live there. Like not yet. Like I think
No, that's
eventually.
fair.
Like I think I genuinely think like when I'm 50, I'd probably come back here.
Really?
Yeah. Like I
What?
think like once the kids are out of college
Wow.
and they're out. Because it's like this is like if I was 50 and I didn't want to go out and I didn't want to like do things and I literally
Sure.
just like lived how I live now, but I was 50, dude, I have a great time. It'd be so nice to have no traffic,
fair.
no
Yeah.
kids in it, like just not no,
Yeah.
like it'd just be so nice. But it's like I'm just not there yet. Like I don't want that right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But I also don't know if I want to live in Austin because Austin is just so for one, it's expensive, 2, it's hot, and 3, it's just like, do I want
Yeah.
to do that? I feel
Yeah.
like that'd also be settling if I just
It's
moved back.
too hot, man.
Move back up.
Too hot
But
for
I feel
me.
like Austin. I'm yapping a lot, fellas. I'm sorry. I feel like Austin's just like a place that since we're from there, it doesn't really seem like a viable option to live.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's a really good place to live.
Yeah. People love to live there, man.
It's like people like if we
Yeah.
weren't from there, I think we'd look at it way different.
Oh,
than-
for sure.
Than how we do.
Yeah.
Where do you want to live, Jake? Give me your top 3 realistic, because I mean, obviously you don't know. But like, if you had to like give me your top 3 of next year, this time you're out of college, where's he going?
Number 1 is probably Portland.
Ooh.
Number 2 is San Diego, and number 3 is New York.
Not Lubbock? I kind of thought Lubbock was going to be in there.
No, man. I do not like Lubbock. I do not like Lubbock. No offense to any Lubbock locals watching this, but this place sucks, man.
Lubbock locals.
Yeah, like there's enough to do here that you can get by in your college years, but I think after that, man, like, you know, unless you're getting like a super high corporate job, like here, like, you know, making like 6 figures out of the gate, I don't think it's. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think it's worth it to live here, man. Like, unless you have a great job lined up, like genuinely, you know, I just don't think it's worth it to live
But
here.
also, I think if you just don't, like, we know people that I think would like Lubbock that don't go to Tech.
Oh, 100%.
That I think would be like
Yeah, that's
fine
fair. Yeah.
living in like the slow, not really much going on. But I think
Well, it's almost like just like a suburb in like the middle of nowhere. I feel like
really
with like a little more stuff to do than a suburb, but like just like very similar.
no, it's like you can live out here. Like I think there's like you're right. There's enough things
Yeah.
to do to where it's like you wouldn't be bored out of your mind.
Yeah.
But it's like once a week the family would go to Dave and Buster's
For sure.
and then go to Fuddruckers.
Yeah, it's like the new Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you see
Yeah.
they're building a new
That's
whatever.
funny.
It's like there's 2 Targets. Like there's enough.
Yeah.
It's like you're not going to be, it's not like you're living in, no offense, Abilene. No offense, anyone that lives in Abilene.
No offense, Abilene.
But like that's where it's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
Can we really
Well, I feel like
do
Abilene's
this?
just like a smaller version of Lubbock.
Exactly, which is crazy.
Yeah,
because
that is,
Lubbock in its own
that's
is.
fair. But also Abilene, you're way closer to like you're like only 2.5 hours away from Austin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
You
didn't
know.
that.
Yeah, you're super close. And Dallas. So
That's
it's like
true.
you have a way more because it's like 6 hours from 5.5 from Dallas, and like 6 from.
But I think we think of it, I don't think we think of like New Mexico as an option.
No, because to go part of New Mexico, it's like
8 hours.
8 hours,
You're right.
8-9 hours from here.
Because like
you know,
Santa Fe is like far. as shit.
yeah, Santa Fe is like I think like even like 10 hours from here, 9 hours.
It's
It's
like
super far.
you're just in such a weird
Yeah.
spot to where it's like your only places to go is like Dallas, Austin. But those are also like just so like they're far enough to
Yeah.
where it's like a drive.
So you
but
can't
it's-
go every single weekend.
No, there's not like a
Yeah.
place here. Like in Austin, you can go to San Antonio or you
Yeah.
can go to like Dallas or Houston for like the day.
Yeah.
But like here, it's like man, that's an adventure.
Yeah.
If you want to go
Yeah.
to wherever. But also, okay, I'm giving Lubbock too much shit because I think it's like. Also, I don't think we do enough stuff. Like I drive around and I'm like, huh, that seems like
I
a
don't
cool
know.
thing.
Like there are some cool like I see a lot of cool parks. There are some cool parks, but like what else is there to do? What do you see?
Okay, funny enough, it's like by the Home Depot. There's like this comic book store.
Okay.
It looks
Yeah.
pretty sick, but it's like, it's one of the things like once I go once,
Sure.
I'm never gonna go again. Or like, there's like a golf place.
Okay.
That's like I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. But it's like those things where it's like, you go once, you experience it, and you're like, man,
Yeah.
like the Star Comics, we went
Yeah.
once and we
Yeah.
never went.
And that
back.
place is cool.
And
And
it
it's
was
like
cool.
a 3-minute walk from our house.
But it's like whenever you're like, but it's like, what would
Yeah.
we do there
No,
besides
fair.
just like walk around for a second,
Yeah.
buy something and leave? It's like not like
Yeah.
an event.
Yeah.
Like and also you have like the Domain, you can walk. Zilker.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do these things. I don't know.
Because
why I'm
they
saying
have
these
the mall
things.
here.
The mall is fun,
Yeah.
but it's not at the same time. It's just
Not as good as like Barton Creek or
yeah.
or
It's like the
Lakeline,
mall's
you know?
nice,
Yeah.
but it's again. It's like oh, we got the mall.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
yeah, you have the mall, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's kind of
That's fair. Because I don't know. I think in Austin, like, I guess there's a Domain. You know.
the Domain.
Yeah. That's fair.
I don't know. I don't dislike Lubbock that much. I think it's just whenever there's nobody here, you really kind of realize fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like since then, there's
But I
people
feel like
here.
same thing in Austin. Like if we were in Austin for the summer and let's say like no one was there,
I agree.
it would also
boring.
be like, oh, this is kind of boring.
I agree.
You know.
I agree, and that's why I think that's like kind of why I view it because I'm like, whenever I'm here during the school, I really enjoy it because everybody's here, and we can go do stuff. Like we can go to dinner, we can go to a tech game or whatever, blank, blah blah blah.
It's also because there's no sports going on.
There is no sports
Like
going on.
because
There's
I don't
really
know,
nothing to
even
do.
like without like at least football and basketball, I feel like that's like the two that you know.
Every weekend you have something to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where the cat was back here. Speaking of, Jake and Jason are the two people that I can for sure count on have no faith in Texas Tech athletics. If I had to bet, if someone came to me and was like, "Who do you know that has the least faith in Texas Tech athletics?" It's Jake and Jason. I think
Really, Jason's an avid. Tech
you
hater,
don't
too?
like football. Jason doesn't like basketball.
That's fair.
It's like you. I
Yeah,
think he's
that's
less.
fair.
I think he's less hard on football because he's more of a basketball guy anyway.
Yeah.
But you're like, no matter what. But to be fair, he's always right. Like last year, like I didn't know anything about Tech. Like I came here and I really didn't watch their sports. And I was like, dude, we're not that. Like we have like a good team. And Jake's like, dude, I'm telling you, we're gonna suck.
suck, yeah.
And we sucked. We didn't
Yeah.
suck, but we sucked.
Yeah.
We lost to Wyoming, and after that, I was done.
Yeah.
But this year, Texas is gone. Oklahoma's gone.
Dude.
Is it our year?
So, like, I think this is the best chance we're ever going to have because the Big 12 is so bad,
Actually,
you know? And so I think we could be top 4 or 5.
because our schedule sucks.
That's what I think our ceiling is
Our
top 4 or 5.
schedule
And our schedule is
sucks.
really bad. Our schedule's so easy.
I think I think there's like 2. I think we play Arizona at Arizona. I
Yeah,
think that's
that'll be.
we're gonna lose.
We're gonna get blown
We're
out.
gonna lose
they're,
that one.
they're good.
And then Colorado here, it really just depends
Yeah.
on how good they are. Because if they are how they're like last year, then we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't even say that because it's us.
No, dude, you never know.
It is
We
us.
have like the biggest like, just like
It's
we
either
just-
gonna be up
yeah.
here. It's how it is last
Yeah.
year. I said this last year too because I was like, if we beat Oregon, then we're gonna fucking
Yeah,
have
it's
a great
true.
year. And we
It
lost
is
to
true.
Oregon, and then we didn't have a good year.
Because even I feel like the culture we get so like in our
Oh my God,
you know
I hate
just so sad when we lose.
So it's the
Yeah.
funniest thing whenever we lose, and the next day at class, the professor's like,
yeah.
"Oh well, there goes our season."
Yeah.
We're like
Yeah.
3-2, and it's
Yeah.
like we're like fine.
Yeah.
But I also think this is what I think,
Hmm.
and I've noticed this a lot because like I didn't grow up a Tech fan,
Yeah.
so I kind of like came in late. I think how most people do in college. But I think people have this view of Tech that go here and are from here that we're like, we can compete with the big dogs.
Yeah, like with the UT
When in
and the
reality,
A&M.
we're not there, and we're not there
Which is
yet.
weird because like I feel like we have enough funding
We have a lot of fun
to
for some reason.
like we have enough students, you know. It's like we have enough funding to get people here, but it's like no one wants to come here.
I think
Just
if
because we've
it's-
never won before.
First of all, we haven't
You
won.
know?
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? I follow these like accounts on like Twitter and Instagram where it's like the football and basketball records combined, and then it's like the amount of ranked wins in the
Yeah.
past 20 years. And I always look for Tech, and they're just like in the middle.
In the middle,
of
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
No matter if it's good, bad. It's just like there's never like a really good Tech year.
It's like we'll have like let's say like football's what like 11 games. Like I feel like our average season is like probably like a you know like a 6 and 5, you know, like and maybe we'll have like a 7 or 8 game winning season.
We're going 8-5 year. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
Tech is back.
And I feel like that's kind of the vibe. You have all sports. We have the weird sports that are good. Like the weird sports.
Judging.
Like track and field. We're
Track
really
and field,
good
we're
at track
actually
and
probably
field.
really. We won a national championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then like basketball and football, it's like we're just above like
We're right
the
above it.
middle.
I think basketball we're above average in basketball. I'll give us that. If I had to give one praise,
Yeah.
we're like, let me relate this to football. We're like Mississippi State of basketball.
Oh, that's true.
Because it's like Mississippi State
Yeah.
isn't bad. Like people know. Like,
But they have some bad years.
they have some bad years.
Yeah.
That's like
That's
us.
a good- very good-
But it's like
that's a very
whenever
good
we're on,
comparison.
we're on. Like last year, we were
Yeah.
pretty good. Like we had some pretty good games.
We won like so many
we
games
won
in a
lot of
row.
games last year.
Yeah.
We were really good. We were number 1 in Big 12 there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Texas, fucking Texas.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Have I told that story on the podcast?
The what?
Have I told the Texas story on the podcast?
No.
I don't think, well, that'll be saved for another day, but because that'll take a whole podcast on its own. But anyway, I think just. But no, back to my point where I was like, I just think people in the Tech community, since it's like West Texas and it's like this very prideful
Yeah.
school,
Because it's like the only like
Only
it's almost
thing
like the
here.
professional team.
only thing here.
It's
It's
here.
like the Cowboys of the West.
Yeah,
of
or
Texas.
even like it's like how UT is for Austin in a
Yes.
sense, but UT's actually like
good at things.
amazing at everything.
Good at things.
You know.
and they have this player. People want to go to Texas
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, like
But-
I think Tech thinks they can be the UT
Yes.
of the
Yes.
West Texas. And it's like no, like that's just not
No.
possible, man.
I've told Luke and Jake this since the Texas game, because it pisses me off. I will get into this for a little bit. It makes me so mad because being from Austin, I know like the Texas rivals,
Yeah.
and growing up, Tech was never.
Yeah, Tech
like,
was
they
never,
don't
Texas rival.
care.
That's- yeah.
People from Austin.
Because Texas usually wins most of the time.
Of the time.
You
like,
know?
yeah, they had like a couple years in basketball and we were good.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it makes me so mad
Yeah.
whenever we're at
Like in
football
football
games.
for sure.
Oh my
Texas
God,
Texas
it's
is
so
winning the game,
bad.
and you know in 10 games, you
They're
know
winning
Texas is winning the
eight.
game eight
Eight out of
or
10
9 of
times.
those games, man. You know.
But what I'm getting at.
But the games that Tech wins are crazy.
Whenever we win, like whenever,
Yeah.
like that
I mean,
wasn't
yeah.
here for it, but like
Yeah.
whenever we won here, it was. But they sucked.
Yeah.
But they really weren't good. Like they were
Yeah.
like ranked like 17. Like yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But like last year we got fucking smoked.
Because they were so good.
They were
last year.
good, and it's just like
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying is, every sporting event for people that don't go to Tech, or that like don't go to, I don't know who watches this, but fuck, whatever. Imagine you don't go to Tech. Every time someone's on the jumbotron, no, let's go, horns down. We're playing fucking Virginia, and on the screen, just, no, horns down, and I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
why we stink.
Yeah.
And it makes me so mad because I'm like,
That is true.
Texas
We're
isn't
so
like,
focused
"No,
on Texas.
wreck 'em down."
Yeah.
It's just like they don't care. Like
Yeah.
why do we care so much? Like I get it's because no guys.
Yeah. I think honestly though, in the last like 2 years, like let's say if Texas would not have left to go to the SEC, I think the Tech and Texas games would have been way bigger because the year before last we won in a crazy game.
I agree.
And then this last year we got killed.
I agree.
And so the tension that if we had another year against them would have been insane.
I agree.
You know?
I think it's more of like, how do I view it? It's like it's a rivalry to an extent.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just there because like
Like if we were at UT, like I think right now, or like we're living in Austin, like how we grew up, like fans of Tech, like Texas football, like we'd be talking about Tech a little bit more just because of the last 2 years,
I agree.
you know, and basketball too. Like because basketball, we've been putting up a fight against them.
I think in basketball there's more of an argument.
Yeah.
But I think like the Texas rivalry goes OU, A&M,
Yeah.
Tech, because it's
Yeah.
like
On the list of like teams that are their rivals, we're probably like 6.
yeah, like
6
we're
or
up
7.
there. Like
Yeah.
like if they beat us, they're like oh like let's go. But
Yeah.
they're not at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know,
Yeah.
but anyway, back to the thing about football. It's just like people think we're really good here, and I think that's just because first we have a lot of funding.
Yeah.
2, we have like the coach is like really good at getting the crowd riled up.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I think we're like realistically, I think we're probably like 10 years away from being anywhere
No,
near
that's
like.
true. It'll be so.
I think
long.
eventually, because I think we have
Okay,
enough
because we got
funding.
our first what 5-star?
Yeah, first 5-star ever
First
this
5-star ever this year. You know,
so it's
and
like-
so yeah.
I think we're gonna be like TCU because it's like TCU was not good. Like they were good 10 years ago, but like 20 years, it's like you gotta build. Like you gotta build a program to like get to the point to where you get the recruits. And I think probably like in 10 to 15 years, realistically, we'll probably because we have enough funding, we have enough students, we're gonna have enough alum, we're gonna have enough people
Yeah.
that are like willing to pour money into it. Like that's never gonna go away because it's like West Texas oil money, all that stuff. A lot of alums. So I think at some point in our lifetime, we will be good, like to the Texas A&M point.
Yeah.
But I think it's just we're not there yet.
Yeah, I think within the next 10 years we'll have like a you know, like however many, like we'll have like a, you know, a 9 or 10 game winning season.
I agree.
You know,
I
and
think
like
there's
that,
gonna
and
be a
that'll
point.
be like, oh wow, like they can compete.
They can really compete.
You know, yeah.
But I think it's
Yeah.
just like how basketball was. It's like basketball
Sure.
sucked forever.
Yeah,
And then
that's
Chris Beard came and we made it the Natty.
In the last like 10 years, in the last
And
like
then,
10
the
years,
last 10 years we've been pretty good.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's how I think football is going to be. I
Yeah.
think we're going to have like 1 year that really sparks it.
Yeah.
We'll probably make the playoff because it's really not that hard to make playoff.
That'd be
anymore.
crazy.
It's
but,
really not that hard.
Yeah.
You got to win the division. You just got to win the Big 12. So if we win the Big 12, we're in the playoff.
Yeah, well,
So
we're
it's
not
like
gonna
that-
we're not gonna win the Big 12.
exactly.
Arizona is gonna take the
Arizona's
Big 12
probably
this year.
going to win it.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's like you it's more realistic now than it was. Like TCU
Oh, sure.
going was like insane. It's
Yeah.
like, no, what the fuck? But now I think it's like if you make the playoff, it's like, okay, they'll be pretty good. I think, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think
It's just
this could age terribly. We could be so good, Jake, and we could watch this back in a couple months and be like, what were we talking? But in reality,
Hey, if we are good this year, I'll do something weird.
if we win the Big 12, I'll put it on camera right now. If we win the Big 12 right now or this year in football, fuck. I'll jump in the fountain.
Which one?
The
one?
Memorial Circle fountain.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And I'll buy a Mahomes
If we win
jersey.
Big 12?
If we win the Big 12.
okay.
I'll jump in the Memorial Circle fountain and I'll buy a Patrick Mahomes jersey. Which I said I'll never do. Because I fucking hate him.
Sure, me
I hate
too.
him so much.
Yeah,
I don't- okay.
I'll do the same.
Me and Jake, everyone in the
Well-
house. Luke will get in here too. Because
Yeah.
Luke will 100% do that if we win the Big 12.
Luke, and I'll put Luke on blast.
Because
for a second.
okay, but I feel like there's no way we win the Big 12 though, man.
Exactly, that's why I said it.
I know.
That's why I said it.
I know. Yeah.
Me and Luke have said this before. I don't know if Luke wants this out there, but I don't think he gives a fuck. I'd take a 2.5 to win a natty.
What?
I've said this.
No, you would not.
I swear to God. In football, yes.
Really?
Now there's parameters. I should be able to work it back up to where I am now.
Okay.
But I will start this year at a 2.5 if we win a natty.
And 2.5 is doable though.
Exactly, because it's like then you can work it up. Like I could work it up to a 3.2 by the end of my days.
Which is not bad.
Which
but,
isn't
but
bad.
still,
But it's like
that's a hit.
That's a hit.
beating, man.
Exactly.
Really?
If we win the natty in football and I was there, like we were at all the games to see us win a
yeah.
national championship, who gives? I get the degree anyway. Like nobody's looking at my GPA in 20 years. They see I have a degree.
I don't know, man.
I'm taking the 2.5.
I see where you're coming
Put
from.
it in
That's
writing.
Crazy.
Put it in writing. I'd take the 2.5.
Yeah.
And I think the crazy thing is I think probably 60% of the school would as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, 60% of the school would
Yeah.
take a 2.5. For
They
that.
totally would.
And that's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
That's an insane thing to say.
Yeah. Well, because we love football.
But we stink.
But we
This is
stink,
why I don't
yeah.
get it. Because we love it. Everyone's invested. But we stink.
Because we can't get recruits, man.
We can't get good. Because, like, to be fair,
That's the only we can't build.
who
yeah.
wants to come to Lubbock? Like, if you're
The best guy we've had in the last since Patrick Mahomes was Tyler
Shuck. You're
was Tyler
right.
Shuck,
He was
and
good.
he was horrible
He was
his
a
last
4-star.
year,
He
especially.
was a 4-star. He came from Oregon.
Yeah, like he was really good.
He
like
was
he
really
was like
good recruit.
amazing.
Surprising. He was like a 4-star, and then went to Oregon, sat behind Justin Herbert, and then he's like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna transfer." And then he came to Tech, and we're like, "Oh shit, here
Yeah.
we go. We got ourselves.
We were like, this is
we
like-
got ourselves a quarterback here."
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he stunk.
That was like our reverse Baker Mayfield movement. You know, when someone they get benched at their own school, so they come to that one and they go crazy.
Oh,
we
had-
thought that's what was
yeah,
gonna happen.
literally what we thought.
You know, and then no, he just was horrible.
But
He
this-
just dude,
Do you think Micah Hudson stays more than a year?
yeah, I do.
Really?
I do. I have faith that we'll suck, but I have faith that he'll be committed to this program, man.
I think he's staying 2 years and he's gone.
Really?
I think he's 2 years.
No.
Because then
Morton's gone.
Morton sucks though. Morton.
Morton-
So whoever is coming up next, like the next
the
quarterback.
guy from Bowie. No,
Really?
a dude from Hutto.
Yeah,
Some dude from
whoever
Austin.
is behind Barham right now is going to start. It's not going to start. He's going to take. Bear's going to do something horrible in like a game, like 3 games in, and then the guy's going to go in and everyone's going to go, oh my gosh, this freshman is so good.
Yep.
Like what happened last year.
Exactly
And then
what
he's
happened
going
last
to suck too. It's because we have horrible.
Who was that dude that was named? It was Jake Strong.
Oh yeah, dude. And he would like throw like a good pass, and everyone would be like, he's
Oh my God.
so like a routine, like just easy little throw.
It used to be before
Yeah,
Tyler
that's
Shuck
funny.
got hurt. It literally was they'd show him on the screen and the whole
Dude,
stadium
people
would
love.
boo.
Yeah, people. Oh, they
Remember
Tyler
that?
Shuck. Yeah,
Yes, and then they wanted more.
yeah.
And then
They
Morton got
would
in
show
there,
him on. They would show
and
him on
they'd
like.
show him
yeah.
and they'd boo.
Yeah.
And then they brought him.
We hate
Morton.
our quarterbacks here.
Which I thought about and I was like, no,
Yeah.
that's
well,
why
because we
we
just
stink.
have bad quarterbacks.
That's why we stink.
Yeah.
Because we love them when we're doing good, but whenever we stink,
Yeah.
we just refuse to support.
Yeah.
So why would we stay? Why would we stay there? Well, like if I was a recruit, why would I be like, okay, our fans are passionate, but whenever we stink, they're just gonna turn on us so fast.
Don't stink.
I mean, that is a fair.
Easy, man. Can't take the heat out of the kitchen, man.
That's true. That's fair.
Everyone knows. I do think that's one thing that people know, especially in the South. I would say in the South, Tech is known as one of the worst, one of the worst student sections in college
We
football. Though.
stink.
You know, like I will say, people have seen like on like Sports Center, ESPN, like videos of Tech fans, like the field in the basketball games this year. Just like horrible stuff.
That was funny.
You
He
know?
was behind the basket, and we were usually sit like diagonal to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so funny. That was like so funny because he was just, dude. That was a stupid fucking game.
Yeah.
That game was so dumb. That's why I just hate Tech sports. If you're ever wondering why I hate Tech sports, watch the UT Texas Tech game at home this year. It's just so disappointing.
Yeah.
It was like we were so good. We had the momentum. We had good players.
Texas wasn't even that good this year.
Texas
man.
wasn't even good,
Yeah.
and we we still lost to them.
So one chance.
And our one chance, and then we'll never play. We're playing them in basketball this year, actually. Fun fact.
Are we actually?
Not here. It's in like Las Vegas or something. It's like one of those like travel games.
Oh. Let's do it.
But speaking of sports, how about them Giants? Got faith?
I've been watching Hard Knocks.
I forgot about that.
And man,
Not looking good.
no. I don't know. And so Hard Knocks this year,
good.
they showed the front office instead of like the.
I've seen some clips of
which
it.
is pretty cool. Like I'm like, oh, it's cool. It's a good like little build up. Like it's interesting. But I'm almost like, what the heck are we? Our new DC is really good though.
Really?
So I'm excited. I don't remember his name. But
I
I hope, man. I hope that we'll win 4 or 5 games this year.
just saw a clip of it was like him asking his kids who they should draft. Like,
Yeah.
It was like him just like, who should we draft? And somebody said like, Oh, fuck.
That's
I forgot who it was. And
That's
it
the
was-
state
it
of the
was-
franchise, man. I think Hard Knocks happen to the season was like the worst thing that could have ever happened.
And then like the Saquon thing, where he's like, "Hey man, just get back to us," and he was like, just hung up. He
Yeah.
just didn't even say anything, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck,
Because it's like during that phone call, we were like, he was literally telling him,
I don't want to be here."
yeah.
He's like, "If you're not gonna pay me, I'm not."
Yeah.
Gonna. He's like, "All right, well, just."
But
go
the whole
free
because
agency."
the whole thing was like, we really didn't want Saquon anymore. For some,
No.
well, honestly, not in 2 years. Saquon will be out of the league. Will be retired because he's so injury prone.
That's fair.
Which is honestly fair. And like I hate Daniel Jones, but he'll probably be in the league for longer than Saquon.
I think.
And he could be like a mediocre. He could be a Kirk Cousins
Could be a Kirk
quarterback.
Cousins.
You know, and
I
you
agree.
can. The Vikings did great. You know,
Shout out Luke,
so
JJ McCarthy.
I think that they can, you know, they can in the next 5 years the Giants will
Make playoffs.
yeah.
Michael's also a Giants fan, and I don't
Yeah.
know anybody that likes Daniel Jones as a quarterback.
Yeah. I
Like,
think
it's just- he's just-
well, because also like we pay him so much, we can't really give him away at this point.
It's true.
And he's not horrible. It's like he just needs to develop genuinely.
He's just like,
He
eh.
also he could be horrible. He could still be really bad.
Could
Yeah.
still be really.
Yeah.
It's just like y'all really don't
Yeah.
have.
We don't have like a couple. We need like because in the NFL, it's like you need like 3 or 4 big pieces, and then you can just kind of like build around those. We only have like one big piece.
Yeah, y'all have like really
You
good.
know?
Malik Neighbors should be good.
Yeah, that's true.
And then y'all have a really good
Yeah.
one tackle, and the other one
Yeah.
kind of stinks.
Yeah.
And y'all's defense is okay. It's just y'all are just like.
Yeah,
Eh.
I'm hoping their defense is better.
Y'all were the
this year.
Bears like 2 years ago. Y'all were just like, yeah. Like we had like Justin Fields, and you were like,
Yeah.
oh, he could be good. And then we had like Eddie Jackson and like Jalen Johnson. Like, oh, they could be good. And then they just kind of stinked.
Yeah, man.
But Bears winning it all this year. Taking it to the house. No, I'm kidding.
If the Bears won it all this year, what would you
Oh,
do?
dude, you don't even know. I think I'd probably get arrested or something. If the Bears win the Super Bowl like this year, fuck, what will I do? I think there's like just like the odds of it happening, like relative
Yeah.
to the thing that I'd have to do is like just so outlandish that I can't
No,
even
sure.
think.
There's nothing that would like get there.
I'd run.
Yeah.
I'd run as many games as we won. I'd run that many beer miles. That's what I'll
crazy.
do. If we won like 12
That's
games
crazy.
and then won the Super Bowl, I'd do 13
Wow.
beer miles.
Wow,
So
that's
13
insane.
miles with a beer each time
That's insane, dude.
until I'm done. Marketing and writing.
Okay.
Probably won't make it past that
Yeah.
day. But same thing with. Are we doing the fantasy with the chip? Because Madison never took it.
Is it? So we still have the chip?
We just saw the chip.
We should do it this year. Oh, you mean do it with Madison
No,
from
she's
last
never
year?
gonna do it.
We could do that this year. That's a good punishment. I feel
So I
like.
think this is what we're
Or
gonna
not
do.
the whole thing though. Dude, that's crazy.
I think the fantasy roster this year is like in writing in rough draft. Me, you, Luke, Jason, Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
Michael, Ian, Miles. How many is that? 5, 6, 7,
8.
8. If we need 2 more people, we could probably get Ralph in there as 9.
We need people that actually want to play.
Everybody in there does.
Yeah.
We would just
okay.
need one more person to make it 10, and then we could.
Yeah.
I mean, Luke, like y'all two will keep up with it if it's an actual league.
Yeah.
Because like last year we had the one with Madison Lauren, and that one was just fucking
Yeah.
nobody gives it. Like that one was dead. That one was
Yeah.
dead when we initiated the draft. That one
Yeah.
was over at that point. But like since it was like our league, like we still care. But if it was everybody in there,
Yeah.
we could find a 10th person. If anybody, we need some.
We need one more.
One more person in our league.
One more
Probably
fantasy.
get. I don't know who we'll get, but we'll get somebody. But I think loser of that one has to do the chip. Chip, no milk. 5 minutes.
Bro.
5 minutes, no milk.
No.
No, that's true. I've done it. It's terrible. 3 minutes, no milk.
3 minutes no milk is fair. Oh, dude, I can't believe.
Have you eaten the chip before?
No.
Oh fuck, dude.
Cause I'm like, I know how bad the chip is, and I'm like, and I really don't like. Cause last year I was stressing, I was like, I don't want to do the chip, and so I actually played. But like this year, it's like everyone's playing.
Yes.
Like I knew I wouldn't lose last year because
Madison's in
yeah,
there
and
and
Madison
Lauren.
and Lauren were in there.
They didn't know ball. They don't know ball.
Yeah, but this year it's like, oh, dude, like I have to be on that every single
Jason,
week.
it's always Jason is always the one that wins.
yeah. Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
I think I won 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I won 2 years ago, and then I think Jason won last year. I think I don't know who won. I think it was Jason. But
Yeah.
it rotates. Like the bottom 3 is either it's like Michael have a really good year or have a really bad year.
Yeah.
And then Ian is like always at the bottom, and then Ryan's like alternating from being good and bad. And
Yeah.
I'm always like in the middle. Like I'm never really good. Like the year I won.
Man, I'm just hoping for not last, dude. I just can't lose. I can't do that stupid chip, bro. Like that's like my worst fear. Like that's my worst fear is the hot chip.
Like
man.
even Casey was good last year. Like Casey was in
Really?
it, and she did pretty
That's
good.
funny.
Because she just Jason drafts for her.
Oh, okay.
Or it was either Jason or Thomas. One of them drafted for her, and she had like She's insane.
Yeah.
She's actually. I don't think she's gonna do it. Maybe she'll do it again this
Yeah.
year. She usually does it every year, but I don't know if she's gonna do it this year.
Yeah, I can't do this stupid chip.
But fuck. I don't know. I genuinely, if the Bears win the Super Bowl, I will do the beer mile with as many wins as we have.
Dang.
Or
That's
like
okay.
the Sprite and banana,
Yeah.
whatever,
Sprite and
like
banana.
whatever stupid like 2010 like challenge that sucks the most. I'll do.
That's funny.
Like I wonder how many
Sprite and
chips you have to
banana.
eat until you died.
That kid ate like 14.
I
I
know.
don't think do they sell them anymore. Do they still sell
Yeah,
them?
no, I don't think they do. I think we have one.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that doesn't-
Because that kid ate him, and so they had to pull them off the shelves.
Well, we have it one illegally kept in the Lubbock house. If you need our
Yep.
address, it's not that bad.
If you give us $200,
We'll give you the chip.
the hot chip is yours.
$200. I'll give you the hot chip.
Yeah.
But when is that? When is classes start? Do you know?
August 22nd.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, we start later.
Fuck. That means nobody's coming early.
Nope.
Luke's probably gonna show up on the 20th.
No. I think it'll be a little earlier than that.
Luke, if you're watching this far, there's no way you are. But come soon, please. Me and Jake need you here. Whoa. We're bored. We have nothing to do. We need to go to Caprock and
We need to go to-
waste money on the queso.
that's
You know Rodeo's 21 plus?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank God. Dude, that's actually awesome.
It's Friday and Saturday is 21 plus. Thursday and Wednesday. Okay, this is stupid. Rodeo's gonna go out of business. Wednesday is girls only, which is like,
yeah.
I guess. Thursday's college night, same thing. Friday's
Thursday's the only night.
Thursday's the only night you can go if you're 18 plus.
Okay, wow.
And it's like
That's honestly, like,
it's not terrible.
not terrible. They're going to lose so much business, though.
They're gonna lose a lot of money because it's
Yeah.
like the thing about it. I was telling Ella
But I
this.
guess maybe, do they want it to be, like, a different vibe now, like, than what it
Well,
has been?
they moved the bull to the front, then they moved all the pool tables to the back, and they made a patio, like that. Like right to the right is like a patio area.
Okay.
But my thing
So
is,
maybe they do want a different
Maybe
vibe.
they do.
More like an actual dance hall. Kind of like you know what Harry's
I
in
think maybe another dance hall.
in College Station. Well, it's basically just kind of like what like rodeo, how kind of rodeos. I feel like that's how Harry's is, and kind of more of like a like very much bar still, but like there's a lot. It's like
There's
very-
other stuff to
There's
do.
dancing and like other stuff to do. As well.
But the way I view it is like,
Yeah.
if it's 21 plus, why would I go there over like Miguel's
For sure.
or Beer House
Yeah.
or Miguel? Like that's what I was telling
Yeah.
Ella because I was like, okay, yeah, it's 21 plus, and there's a patio, sure,
Yeah,
but,
but
there's so many other bars that have a
Yeah.
better patio and
Yeah.
that have better drinks
Yeah.
and that have like better deals.
Thing is, there would be a lot of stuff to do,
That's true.
you know, and you could stay in one spot. I guess you could stay in one spot anywhere, but like it's like let's go ride the bull, you know,
You go ride the
like,
bull, go to the patio, go
yeah.
dance. It's 3-in-1. I agree.
yeah.
But it's like
But the fact is, like, I feel like 21 and up are not like so many people aren't going to rodeo. They're not 21. Like that's so much of their business.
literally so much
Is
of
kids
their
that are freshmen in college.
Because like whenever freshman
Yeah.
year, I didn't go anywhere else but rodeo and
Yeah.
like Mesquites.
Yeah.
I think I went rodeo, Mesquites, and then that was it. And then we
Yeah.
went to library every now and then.
Yeah.
The library's closed. No, it's 21. Library's 21 plus. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, dude, it's like a Saturday. We're like everyone for some reason wants to go out, which will never
Yeah.
happen. Let's be honest. We're never going out. Let's just be real.
We'll go out like once or twice.
We'll go like once or twice a semester. But then,
Yeah.
like I said, that once or
that's
twice,
fair.
are we going to want to go to rodeo?
Yeah, no,
Whenever
no,
everyone's 21,
no,
or are we going to
no,
want to go to like
no.
somewhere nice?
Yeah, maybe like we'll like drive to the parking lot and be like, no way, and then just like leave. I can see that.
But I think the thing is like Michael and Ryan are gonna be here, so like we'll probably go. Like
that's right.
we're gonna have to go on a Thursday with them every now and then. But then I was thinking about, I was like, why don't we just go to Bashes? Bashes isn't terrible. Have you been to Bashes?
No, I am not.
Okay, actually, I take that all back. Bashes is pretty bad.
Everyone I've heard Bashes is absolutely
It's pretty bad. It's like the music stinks. Okay, the music's good. The speakers suck.
Okay.
It's like you just hear, like there's no, you just hear the bass.
Yeah.
It's dark. It's just weird. They have like a big ass TV, but the TV plays like the Mexican channels, like the like you know what I'm talking about, like the
Yeah.
Mexican sitcom channels.
funny.
And I'm like, why is this on the TV?
funny.
But it's not bad. Like the drink deals are pretty like a dollar. No, you didn't go for Madison's birthday. Oh yeah, you didn't. Anyway, that's like $1 a pitcher. So it's like,
Oh, wow.
fuck, I'll take it. But it's like, fuck, I just wish everyone was 21.
Yeah.
I just wish everyone was 21 so we could go to like, dude, whenever you go to Logie's the first time you go, Jake, it's like whenever I went the first time, it's like, I don't want to go anywhere. It's just so,
Really? It's nice.
I'll tell you what it is.
I went to Bears a couple weeks ago.
Music's nice. Music's good. Like good music. Like you enjoy it. It's like Jay-Z. Like it's like actually enjoyable music.
Yeah.
It's not hot. It's like
Oh,
pretty
that is
cool.
nice.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's nice. The layout's nice. There's things to do. There's like a punching thing. There's like 80,000 TVs that are like have sports on. It's like a circle bar. There's like lounge chairs. There's an outside that has like AC, and whenever it's cold, there's heaters. It's just like such a good bar that whenever I want to go anywhere else, I think about it and I'm like, why?
This guy loves. This guy.
I
loves
love it. It's like just so good in every way. Because we went for
Yeah.
the fuck. What did we watch? What were we watching? We were watching March Madness there,
Yeah, I'll do good. Yes.
and it was just like, fuck. Why would I go anywhere else
Yeah.
in here? But then it's like my friends aren't 21, so it's like, fuck.
That's fair.
We can't go
Yeah.
there. But it's like I got spoiled.
Well, Luke will be 21 in October.
Luke will be 21, but that's like,
You know.
how often is Luke gonna want to go out with just us three? I guess Jason's 21. Fuck, you know you're right.
Yeah.
We can just pick days whenever Michael and Ryan can just go and do whatever they want. They can go have the house, throw a house party. We'll be at the bar.
We'll be-
Leave the kids here, go to the bar. Go to the bar.
fine.
We'll be back
Yeah.
eventually. But I think I thought about it and I was like, dude, it's gonna be so hard to keep. Like, nah, actually, it's not gonna be that hard. He kind of does his own thing. Whenever like the school year starts, I have to worry about this cat.
What the new one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he just does his own thing.
He does do his own thing
When do you want to wrap it? What time?
in like 5 minutes.
Okay, sweet. But he kind of just does his own thing. He kind of just runs around.
Yeah.
They don't fight anymore, so I can kind of let the door open. It's just
Yeah.
Pebbles will eat his food. That's the only thing. Like she'll go in there and eat his food.
Okay.
So he'll get
Yeah.
mad, and so I gotta train her to eat her own food.
That's fair.
But I think when I go back to Austin, she'll kind of like forget he exists, and then I'll
Yeah.
come back and I can kind of reset the dynamic.
Sure.
And be like, you can only eat in this room.
Yeah.
But she'll find the food eventually, because she's fat.
Yeah.
Anyway, fellas, this was episode 10. I didn't
Episode
even
10.
ask any of the questions I had in my mind, but that's fine because they're not important. We had a good podcast anyway. Next guest
Okay.
will probably be
You yourself.
me, probably because nobody comes back for another like 2 weeks. Maybe I say this every episode. I'm gonna get Ella on. I'm never gonna get her on. We try it. You know what happens when I get her on? We sit here, we have a conversation, and like midway through, she's like, "Can you cut that last like 10 minutes out?" And I'm like, "What the? That was like half of the thing." So it's gonna happen eventually, but that'll be
Yeah.
down the line. Anyway, everybody, thank you.
Thank you guys for
Thank
watching.
you for watching, and
Please subscribe.
please subscribe. Oh.